in there. Just say, well, I served with, I was the cook for Big Red One, whatever regiment or whatever battalion. Great. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I like to eat.
That's right. All jobs matter. The Amarillo bust of Don Wheeler. Knives and piano wire. Okay.
How you feeling about all this?
Oh, it's like everything. You always get a little apprehensive, but that's just like when you get ready to fight.
That's a great point the Master Chief made. Like all jobs count, even the small ones. No matter how small it is, you're part of a team. Every part of that team matters. So I don't care if you're a cook, if you changed tires, if you swept the floors in the military, everything you did was a part of service. And, hats off to you for that, and we appreciate it.
A little adrenaline flow gets everything where it's supposed to be. You should expect the unexpected.
Come a long way. And to this.
Always like.
What's up, Chief?
It's not all, of course, what you tell them, it's not all in there, but it's pretty close.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, he sounds confident.
Well, it's quite an interesting article, sir.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised, sir, if I told you I didn't find your name listed as ever being a Navy SEAL?
I was.
Yeah.
I was in the first SEAL team, 1962.
Well, this is
Matter of fact, I got a coin in there for the first SEAL team. That is SEAL Team 1, in 1962 to it's 2012, but it's 53 years now.
Sir, there were only 7 wheelers listed.
Yeah.
And your name was not one of them.
I was in there. Matter of fact, I was commander of my unit.
What was your rank?
I was E5.
He what?
When I went over, and I was a Navy captain when I came back.
Oh. Whoa, did you hear that? Wow. When he went over as an E5 and came back a captain. So he went through warrant officer and then to officer training school and became a captain, all while being deployed. That's a new one.
My.
Matter of fact, Admiral Zumwalt, Admiral Zumwalt, he came over to take over I Corps, and his home base was in Da Nang, and he called Quaviet, and then so he wanted to see, this was on a Friday, he wanted to see all the covert action types in his office Monday morning to map out a plan.
I'll be doggone.
So I flew.
I love it when Don says that. I'll be doggone.
Flew down there, and he says, son, where's your lieutenant? And I said, well, Admiral, he got killed the first day here. And he says, well, I didn't know that. And I said, not too many people know it. So he says, well, are you the senior listed? And I said, yes, sir.
So he's going to get a on-the-spot promotion.
He says, okay. Well, how's it going up there? And I said, you're not worth a damn. And he says, really? And I said, really? And he says, well, why? And I says, well, we're night fighters. He says, I know you're night fighters,
I was reading that in the article.
He says, when we come in at dawn, all these shaved tail lieutenants put off my people for work detail, and they got to get some rest, you know?
I'll tell you, that's a.
So he says, I told him, I says,
lying to his teeth.
says, well, how do I rectify that? And I said, well, you the admiral. He said, yes, I am. Raise your right hand. And I told him, no, Admiral, I took an oath when I joined the military. He said, you don't understand. With this oath comes a lot of responsibility.
Doggone. Sir, can you name that team commander that was killed over there?
Yeah, his name was Eckerts.
Eckerts.
Yeah.
Can you recall how to spell that?
I don't know how to spell it.
How about one of the, I read you wrote 13 letters, tragic, of guys who were killed.
Eckers was the name of a pharmacy back in the day that we used to have down south. I'm not sure how far widespread they were, but I know we had them in Mississippi.
Can you name one of them?
Yeah. Let's see. There was Don Gallagher.
You know how to spell one of those?
Gall or something. I don't know. And
how about one of the guys you went through SEAL training with?
There was
I went through class 131, sir. I retired as a SEAL.
Yeah.
I could rip off SEAL names all day long.
Well, I used to could, but I can't anymore. But well, it's really affecting my brain.
So nothing's coming to mind.
Not really. Every time they try to get me to take that freedom flight back to DC, I can't do it. And he says, well, it's wrong. And I said, well, we're names. I don't. I see faces.
Oh.
And I said, I can't do that. So he says, well,
that'd be you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says storekeeper, second class, sir.
I was second class in E5. When I went over.
But you promoted to captain.
Yeah. Yeah, Admiral Zumwalt, he promoted me to captain. He says, you have to understand this is wartime only. And I said, yeah, I understand that. And he says, what they'll do is...
Any reason why captain wouldn't be listed down there? These came...
Even when confronted with documentation and evidence, he's still keeping it going.
From your
I don't know.
military records in St. Louis.
I don't have a clue.
Did you serve on the USS Frontier, sir?
For a while.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, well, what they'll do is whatever your rank you achieve in the military, they'll take half of that and half the captain's pay and combine it, and that'll be your paycheck.
No, I'll be down.
And he says, but for intensive purposes right now, you're an E5. But over here, you're a Navy captain. But he says, when it comes time for commanders passing review or anything like that, you'll wear your captain's uniform. And I said, there's hardly anything about it.
You were served in SEAL Team 3 as well?
No, I served in SEAL Team 1.
That was it.
Yeah. But
did you get
I'm
any,
just telling you.
Did you get any big awards?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
9 Purple Hearts and 1 Silver Star, 1 Bronze Star.
Did that dude say 9 Purple Hearts? He's got to have some type of dementia or some type of debilitating, cognitive disease for him to be so fantastical with his awards when the paperwork is right in front of him.
Star, 2 unit merits.
Are those classified awards or something?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Matter of fact, I have the Navy Pentagon. I was stationed there in my last duty station, and the reason I was going to stay for 30 years, but we couldn't live in Virginia, or we couldn't live at the Pentagon. We had to live in Virginia and drive back and forth to work every day. And they says, for S and giggles, we used to sit on and watch all these senators come out and eat. Before 9/11, they used to, they senators come out and I never saw a senator come out to eat that had less than a $50 or $100 bill, and their meal might be $3 or $4. They can keep the
John,
change.
sounds like it.
Yeah,
Sir, this is
keep the change.
I clearly see Vietnam service here.
Yeah.
But it's saying that your highest award was a good conduct medal.
Well, that's not true.
No.
So out of all those medals, the highest one is the good conduct medal. Oh, that's wild. So I guess all those other awards are just kind of basic or standard.
Los Alamos, California.
Yeah.
You were in Da Nang for less than a year on the USS Bauer, sir? No. These are not correct. USS Bauer, USS Piedmont.
No.
Nav State Long Beach, LY Spear.
No.
Says you retired out of Chesapeake.
Yeah, I retired in Chesapeake.
Yeah, right there. Do you believe I only two?
No.
But I live right down there near the.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, did you go to Coronado for training?
Sure did. Class 131.
Man, it was tough. I mean, my wife, she always asks me, says, how was in the SEALs? And I says, well, your worst nightmare, you can't even dream bad. And I said,
that reporter's getting a lot of flack for that article.
oh, yes.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Well, I told him.
That's why it come out.
Yeah.
To see, because none of that makes any sense, sir.
Yeah, don't.
The knives, the piano wire, those are just kind of horrible stories.
Well, it's true.
It didn't happen.
But
Well,
it did happen.
I'll tell you, you want to talk?
Well, I fought in Vietnam
Go ahead. I'd take it.
and with SEAL Team 2, and I did 34 years in the Navy, and there's not a SEAL in the teams that ever killed a sentry with a knife or a piano. I'm a retired command master. Now, just let me talk, Billy.
All right, give them.
We had hush puppy pistols that we eliminated. Charlie with. Yeah, well, describe one for me.
Well, actually,
Tell me what it was. Just tell me what it was. What caliber was it?
it was a 22 caliber.
No, it was not. No, it wasn't a 22.
Whatever.
Billy, it's time in your life to
Get 'em.
come clean. You never did any of that.
I
Get
did
his
that.
ass chief. Get this lying sack of crap. Hopefully he doesn't have like I said, some type of, mentally debilitating cognitive disease. Well, I guess it's kind of redundant, but but other than that, get his ass.
No, you didn't. Don't
Look,
walk
sir.
away now. Just let's be nice. Let's don't be
You
ugly.
be nice.
I'm being nice. I'm
No,
telling
you're
the truth.
not.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the
Now-
truth. You retired as a second-class storekeeper. You retired as a second-class storekeeper, and that's all you ever were. Now, what I don't understand, did you have some problems in the Navy? You had two
No.
good conduct ribbons for 20 years of service, and that's honorable service.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you can't be happy with that. You should be. You should be proud of 20 years in the Navy. But all this, Billy, is just, gosh.
Well,
You seem like a really nice, easy-going guy.
Yeah,
But
thanks,
by the
whatever
way,
you
how's
want.
your wife's arm?
She's done pretty good.
Good. But we know more about you, Billy, than you know about you, probably.
I got her out of the hospital
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah. Now, you've probably told her all this stuff too, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
Well,
need
I'm
to come
keeping up.
clean with Mom. That's your wife. You need to come clean with your wife. Now, Billy, it's just the way it is. We travel all over this country. We
Right.
know every SEAL that's ever been since World War II.
Yeah.
Every single one.
The SEALs didn't come into view till 1962.
Yeah, they were frogmen before, but we know every single one. A frogman and SEAL. The only difference is the mission. I was both.
Right.
So, you at some point in time, before you go to your grave, you got to step up to the plate and be an honest man.
And sir, what's going to happen if we can't work this out? Is that reporter's redoing that paper. He believes everything inside of me, and I have the records right here. He had a whole lot of trouble believing that story, and why he went with it, I don't know. But it does a terrible disservice to the United States Navy and SEAL team reading those ridiculous claims that you've made in there. Nine Purple Heart, Ramiro Rijos had 5.
Yeah, Rijos.
You're breaking records, sir, with 9 with those claims, and there's no classified records. And from an E5, you were promoted to a captain over there because your team leader and 13 other guys were killed?
Never happened.
Never happened,
That
sir.
don't happen in the Navy. You can't do that.
Well, he knows
And
this.
I know Zumwalt personally. There were 60 men taken from SEAL UDT on the West Coast, 60 men and officers taken from the East Coast UDTs. Those were the original SEALs. There weren't 16. There weren't all these guys killed. There were only 60 and 60. They were already frogmen. They were just redesignated as SEALs, and they got some additional training. So, Billy, you're talking to guys that lived it. I was the oldest SEAL in the Navy when I retired, the most senior. So, you know, come on, be straight up with us. We're not bad guys. We just want the truth.
When you do something like this, now that reporter is going to use your name in the paper if we don't get this thing straight. He's going to rewrite that all about stolen valor. And this is a small town. He doesn't have to write it with your name in it, but he is going to redo that paper. He's been with us all morning.
There's no telling how long he's been telling those stories, man, and getting all type of benefits, free this, free that, and even just getting people's respect. Like, that's, to me, that's worse than profiting from it monetarily, is the fact that people give you their respect for the stories you tell them, and then you lie about it. You know, all lies. That's worse to me than making a profit off of it, because you can give money back, but those people will never be able to get their respect back that they gave you based off of the lies you told them.
You just wheeled out of here. You want to try any of that again and come out the hero?
No.
No?
No.
You're going to keep wearing that hat, that trident thing that I earned on there? It offends me, sir.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I earned my Purple Hearts. Being in harm's way. Now, you were in harm's way in Da Nang. You could have certainly been mortared or something like that. But Billy, you are not a SEAL. You were not. You know that, and I know that. Come on. Don't make you a bad guy, but you're fibbing. You're just not telling the truth. And why would you, what I don't understand is all these guys we meet, why would a nice guy like you do that? You got a cross
Oh, look, Chief is
on
missing.
your front door. You're probably a Christian, aren't you?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I
See
think
that?
there's a commandment about not lying, isn't there, or something? Come on. You're going to have to answer to the big guy. Me too.
I'll just have to answer to him then.
Oh,
Well,
no.
that's... if I was you, I'd get squared away here before I go.
I do this. Have you ever seen me at all? Do you have internet access, sir?
Well, I have the internet access. It's broke down right now.
If you get on there and you search Phony Navy SEAL of the Week, you'll see who I am. I travel all over the country
That's
going
what we
after
do.
these guys that make these false claims. Because when you print that in that paper, you ruin the credibility of a good reporter and his paper when he writes that. Now he's got to rebut it.
Mhm.
Nothing? You still sticking to all that, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
So
Billy.
you're going on the internet with me, and you're going on the internet with him. And when he puts Billy Don Wheeler on there and rebuts all this, you know, then Shirley finds out about it. The two dogs start hating you.
Well, I hope nobody hates you. I certainly wouldn't do that. I'm not capable of hating anybody. I don't like Muslims, but I don't hate them.
And that's where that's coming from. There's no classified records. You're not listed in the SEAL database. I have your records from the National Personnel Records Center in St. Louis, Missouri. And we came all the way from Norfolk just to meet you.
Okay.
And it's the same line. It's all classified. You don't remember anything. You can't name another SEAL, and you were promoted from SK2 to captain. You're not doing the Navy any favor, sir. Your honorable service just went straight down the toilet. I got to go meet a SEAL in Houston that's dying of brain cancer. This is home of Chris Kyle. This is home of Marcus Luttrell. And you stand out here and wear that hat. And steal that from them.
Here.
Steal that. Texas, sir.
He wasn't.
Texas, sir.
Yeah, I know. But he wasn't in Houston.
Texas, sir.
Like, stop trying to correct people. And you're a bald-faced liar. Like, just shut the hell up, sir. And I hate to disrespect my elders. Like, I really hate that, but just shut it.
A lot of SEALs in Texas, ex-SEALs. There's only about 10,000 of us alive left on the planet. You weren't one of them, so it offends me. Come a very long way, left my wife behind to come down here and straighten all this out, but you're just going to be one of those guys.
No, go ahead. See you.
Take it easy, Bill.
You bet. Y'all too.
Billy, just quit talking about that shit.
Okay.
If you didn't know it, just quit talking about it.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
Between you and me, John Mark, talked to you the other day about the SEALs.
Oh, this is the. Also, here's the reporter. I think this is the reporter now that's about to talk to him.
These gentlemen have contacted me and have gotten me a little confused, I guess, it's casting some doubts about your story as a SEAL. Can you confirm, was all this true, or was it?
I stand by it. So, whatever.
But all the training and everything,
Yep.
that all occurred.
Yep.
None of that was embellished, over time or anything like that.
I don't believe so.
Well, they're pretty adamant that you were not a SEAL at any time. We didn't use your name, and if we do run a story, we won't use your name again. And maybe I don't know if it would feel better, if it would ease your conscience any at all to tell me something that maybe you didn't tell me before in terms of this.
No. I told you everything.
I think this is where it is important to run his name at the amount of this stolen valor.
Right.
Put his name on there that Amarillo knows is a correction. The rest of the world
I told you
to
just
stop.
to leave.
To
Didn't
stop.
I?
No, you did not, sir.
I did
To
too.
stop.
I sat right out there and told you to leave.
To stop.
No, you did
and
not say
prevent
that.
people
I did
from
too.
doing this to
No,
the
you didn't.
media.
Well, I'm telling you now, leave.
Silver Stars, Purple Hearts, all this classified stuff, and a retired Navy captain. How could
They
you?
most definitely need to put his name in that paper. His full freaking name. Every bit of it. I'm talking about every letter of his name needs to be in that paper. People need to know. Because I guarantee you, he's probably extorting people, and people are giving him all types and all kinds and all amounts of respect that they won't be able to get back due to his lies. He needs to be exposed.
You do that to him and the credibility of that newspaper and stand there, sir. You told me you were an SK2.
Just
you
go.
told me you were on the frontier.
Yeah.
And all this, and none of this
For a
else
short
happened.
time I was.
Well, how can you explain the rest of that, sir? This is your records. From the
Billy.
National Personnel Service Records Center in
Billy.
St. Louis.
You're accountable for your actions.
Just
I'm accountable mine.
I'm telling you.
Now, this is where that
I'm
is
just
going.
telling you.
With it.
Go.
The stolen valor
that's
stuff,
fine.
sir. When you don't give your name to him and you put that in there and think you can get away with lying to the media like that, you need held accountable now.
That's right.
Billy Don Wheeler made this whole story up so that people can better understand this phenomenon,
Well,
and we prevent guys like you from doing that again and stealing from the value.
Like
How
I
many
said,
SEALs have been killed in
leave
these 2
now.
wars?
Leave now.
Oh, I'm more than happy to, sir.
All right. Bye.
But are you telling me that you did everything that you told me?
Yes.
You can't validate it. There's no way to validate it. None of it's
No
secret.
proof, no
I
records,
told
no
you to
anything.
leave.
Well, I
didn't I?
know. Hey, more than happy to go, sir.
The cab,
Well,
the
bye.
the cab, Mr. Wheeler, the cabs and the badges and all that, are those? Were those?
You can
earned, or
get those on Sergeant Grit.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, that's where you got them.
Just leave now.
That's-
Get out of here.
Okay.
Your forehead's really sweating, sir.
Well,
You've seen that phenomenon before.
Well, and the muscles in his cheeks are telling
One
us
last
lying.
thing. Can you tell me one last thing?
We went back up there and confronted him again, and then it started getting heated. And Master Chief said just exactly that. I was feeling sorry for him before, but I'm not anymore. Yeah, I'm just getting madder about it.
No, he made me mad too. So
We're going to pull over and show this reporter the footage that we shot and get that clown up on the internet. You just can't.
they got to be
Dude.
mentally off.
He is.
You got to be mentally off.
They're
There's
all
got to
off
be
like
something
that.
wrong
Yeah,
in your mainspring housing.
yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like he has to have some type of mental issue, some type of cognitive issue that's causing him to stick to that lie the way he's sticking to it.
He's been telling that bullshit story for so flipping long. We're telling what he's got
Believing his
out
own
of it.
bullshit.
Yeah. I'm really worked up.
Me too now.
We got it, and that's where it's good working with you and Diane and with me to get you. So we do as much homework as we can, as much legwork, and then we cross our fingers and hope for the best. And that's what happened here today. So. We're going to show this reporter some of the footage, and then me and Master Chief got better shit to do in Houston with Makowitz, a SEAL that earned his trident and isn't doing.
Young guy, young kids, young wife. God, terrible.
We'll do it right out of the back, sir. Okay. I'll hook up a computer.
These Texans don't like New Yorkers, buddy. We get a ticket or something, we are fucked. It's wrong, officer. I'm not from New York. I'm a Southerner. We are.
Well, we are on our way out of Amarillo. Master Chief's 10 kinds of worked up. His blood's up. He's driving like a maniac. And we did a good job.
You did it, guy. Good job.
The reporter's happy. I wish we could have got him with the reporter, but I was not going to miss that opportunity, right? Strike while the iron's hot, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better seize the moment. A good shot, the whole bit. And then the reporter's happy. He had a couple of questions as we were leaving, just to cover his bases. And I mean, that's what people do. People have a hard time calling people out. And, what would happen if I was wrong? So just a couple of quick questions for him. One is I just kind of went back over it all. I told him, do not look in the rear view mirror. If you have another question, call me.
Right.
But don't rethink this. Maybe. And be prepared for a phone call. This guy with a threat. And usually it's the legal threat. They'll try anything. He's going to stew on that for a little bit. But the reporter didn't seem to think he's going to do a damn thing. I don't know what they'll do. Said the story's going to come out in a couple of days, and
Hopefully they put his full name. They print his entire name in that story so people know.
but we did such a good job down here. Not only did
we tried to be nice, but hey, you obviously you just can't deal with a liar. you can't deal with one.
That's right. So it really worked out. Well, the whole plan came together. We stuck to our guns. We got there. We got him. The footage looks great. A couple of cameras going. The sound recorder. The reporter wasn't there, but the reporter is doing that story, the rebuttal. So we have the original story just filled with bullshit. And we're going to get the rebuttal. And this just is working out every way. I couldn't be more happy.
Well, Billy missed his calling. He missed his calling. He should have been a science fiction writer.
Right.
Because his imagination is really good.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, he could really write some stuff.
And that goes again to, his age. There's no fool like an old fool.
Man,
And, you got to go in and you
that's a bar. That's a bar there, Chief.
can be gentle with these
Well, I
guys.
should take exception to
Yeah, well, me
that.
too.
He's only a couple of weeks older than me.
But we don't know what he has done in his past, where all this started, how long these claims are going. And when I put up on Facebook, and
You know what? That could be true. He's probably been lying for so long that now it's become the truth to him. Because you can lie for so long to where you start to believe it yourself. So that's kind of what it sounds like, that he's just been telling this shit so long that now that's all he knows, and that's all that his brain knows. So to him, it is real.
channel about this guy, somebody contacted me and he said, "Hey man, I sent you a picture of that idiot last year in Walmart wearing all that shit and telling the same stories to me. He was telling that paper the guy went up to him." So often this isn't harmless bullshit. And we don't know what he's done in his past. I'll have a better look into some of it, certainly. But when he dies, his next of kin is going to write that obituary. And it's going to go all into this SEAL crap again. And then Ancestry and genealogy.com are going to post it up as fact. It sucks the whole way around. Young or old, it just sucks. Fucking taking vows for something he didn't fucking do. And so it's just not about Billy. It's about all of this. Fake Marines, fake Army, embellishing, exaggerating, ridiculous claims. He's not the harmless barroom loudmouth. And this story is going to project widely, and it's going to bring others to start questioning their neighbors, their gym teacher, whomever. It just has an effect that just keeps going and going and going.
And I hate to be redundant, but I'm going to be. Has anybody ever just served in the regular forces? Some of the guys that ask me questions on Ask Herschel shit, it's really nice to talk to you because, you downplay what you did. Don't do that. You served your country. Don't ever downplay that. I don't care if you pick shit with the chickens in the military. You still serve. That's all you need with me. It's all you need.
Absolutely.
So when you write me and ask me, I only did, don't put that I only in there. Just say, I served with, I was the cook for Big Red 1, whatever regiment or whatever battalion. Great. Nothing wrong with that. I like to eat. I hope you're a good cook.
We went over to try to get this guy, and then we had some lunch. And while we were sitting there eating lunch with the reporter, going back and forth about this whole phenomenon of stolen valor, some big old firefighter recognized me and came over, and it was like Cue the Deer in that one movie. And the reporter was just really kind of impressed. Does that happen often? It does get
on
out.
this trip about every stop, every start.
We've met a lot of guys that know us, and that's just a great thing because the word is getting out. we're winning this fight. People think it's shocking to know all those claims and how many verifications I do. We're doing a good job. Word is getting out. We'll win this fight.
Good on you, Chief. And Master Chief.
Perfect. Well done, Master Chief. Booyah.
Right. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Good on both of those guys, exposing these frauds and these phonies, taking the valor of men who actually went through and earned it and bled and lost brothers in that fight. Good on you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. Salute to you. Well, guys, that's it for this one. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Appreciate it so much. Have a good one.